The air defense and anti-rocket missiles. The need number one for Ukraine now. Well, depends on the district, but this is a cue for power cuts, and if some blocks are in blackout, the rest has electricity, and it will be changed after a couple of hours. So some buildings have the power outage for about 6 or 8 hours per day, and most of them are with electricity during the night, as well as the night the usage of power is going down. So for a moment, it depends on the district, and in my district, for a moment, we have electricity, but in a couple of hours, we will be staying dark again.
We have had your First Lady, Olena Zelenska, here in the UK speaking in the House of Commons, comparing Russia's bombardment of Ukrainian cities to the Nazi Germany bombing of the UK during World War II. And she's appealing for countries like Britain to help bring the war to an end. How important do you think it is still that countries like the UK stand with Ukraine?
The United Kingdom support is vitally important for Ukraine now. And the friendly shoulder of UK already give us a chance to resist and to be resilient enough, as well as many weapons were supplied from the United Kingdom. And all three prime ministers from that had changed since the beginning of the full-scale war in Ukraine. They stood on the same position, and Ukraine really appreciated it.
And let me ask you, Volodymyr, what is the most important thing for you now in terms of trying to deal with this new tactic from President Putin? Is it still air defenses that your country needs?
Yep, the air defense and anti-rocket missiles. The need number one for Ukraine now, and I think NATO a bit retired from the needs of Ukraine to defend itself, as well as better to have rockets for long range and attack the goals, the targets on the Russian territory, where the missiles and air base located, then to ask for new generators. But anyway, we understand that it's not an easy task, but as more Patriots system we get, or another one who will be effective in defending Ukraine from missile airstrike, as better will be for us. But we understand that to stop Putin is to have step ahead of him, but not trying to follow his decision.
We've seen NATO today pledge to give more weapons to Ukraine, with the UN Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg accusing Moscow of trying to use winter as a weapon of war. Do you agree with that?
Of course, Russia will try to make Ukrainians suffering a lot as more as possible, expecting that we are going to protest against the government, blaming government for increasing tension in society. But Moscow still cannot understand that the things that not kill us are making us stronger. And we can survive in the cold, but we will not concede. But from the NATO side, we call NATO maybe to make our sufferings less is to provide us with much more weapon than we have now to defend our state. That is crucially important because it's difficult to change Russia's strategies and tactics without the proper answers in advance and not to return from in Russian steps.